What's good, guys? It's Dewan. Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to answer a subscriber's question about IAAI or IAA, whichever one you prefer. Basically, my subscriber is Dave out in Florida. Basically, Dave wants to know if it's a good place to go and purchase cars for him to personally drive for himself, but also when he finds a good deal to flip. So I'm gonna give my honest review, I guess, of IAAI. So cue the intro. Okay, so if you're a new subscriber, glad to have you. OG subscriber, you guys know I love you. Casual viewer, just go ahead and subscribe. You're gonna like the channel. So my boy Dave out in Florida basically wants to know if IAAI is if insurance auto auction is a great place to go and purchase vehicles, and wanted to know from my experience what I think and all that other good stuff. So basically, the key thing for him was with insurance auto auction, you have to pay a fee up front. It's $250. So before he pays this, and I don't know if I'm pretty sure it's non-refundable too. So he wants to know before he invests the money, is it a good auction house, and will he get the desired result? So I'm going to be honest with you. I've used IAI a few times over the years. I'm actually recently I bought the BMW and I bought another vehicle or whatever, and I'll tell you guys from my experience. In Dayton, I had a great experience. The auction house they were pretty good, and actually, you guys know, back a few years ago, I worked at Cintas, and I used to, and the insurance auto auction was actually one of my stops. And the ladies were very friendly. I should put sarcasm report in the bottom. But all in all, in Dayton, my experience was very pleasant. Since I've come to Columbus, it's been a little bit different, just a little bit different. Although the ladies are way more friendly here in Columbus, I've had some issues. So with one of my cars, namely the BMW, I had two major issues that I had with my purchase at Insurance Auto Auctions. Number one, the vehicle was not as described. Insurance Auto Auctions said that the car was running and driving, and it did start. And as you guys know from the old videos, the engine had no compression, so there was no way in the good graces of God that thing was a starter. So outside of and honestly, of course, the engine, the car working and being a driver factored into maybe, I would say, 95% of the reason why I purchased it. So that was my first issue. The second issue is, after I paid for the vehicle, I was informed that the title was lost, and that the young lady, the clerk who I did my transaction with, couldn't find it. She said she would actually call me by the end of the day. Of course, that phone call never came. She said she'd call me by the end of the day once she found it, and of course, that phone call never came. So, I actually had to drive. And Insurance Auto Auctions is about a 36 minute drive from my house. So after I picked up my car without the title, of course, I had to the next day I had to get up and actually drive back. And fortunately, the clerk had found my title. She just forgot to call me, I'm guessing. She never gave me an explanation. So those are probably, and then but on the flip side, I had a car that I purchased after that was labeled as a car that didn't start and drive, and when I got home, it started right up. So it could go both ways, you know what I mean? So, but accuracy. Now, I will say, as far as this go, have me personally had that issue with other auction houses that I've worked with? No, that was definitely unique, a very unique experience. Will it sour me as far as a deterrent to never use insurance auto auction again? Of course not. I will gladly. Some of the pros I would say of insurance auto auction, and why I will continue to use it, of course, is the fee up front. I actually think that's a great deterrent. It's a great tool to to bring only serious buyers. It's only people that actually intend on buying cars are in the auction. And there are certain ones that are just like copart for public and for business. I will say that I think I've gotten better pricing in regards to insurance auto auction in compared to other auction houses. I will say that I feel like the prices are a little bit more down to earth. Now, I have seen some cars. Now, the only things that I've seen a constant I don't see how anybody's paying this much for a salvage title car, will be Camaros and Challengers. No matter for the Camaros, anything 2010 and up, the price is ridiculous, freaking ridiculous. For Mustangs, I actually would say not. I missed out on a great opportunity with a 2006 Mustang GT, and I think I just I missed out on the auction. I lost the auction by that car sold for $550. I was in at 500. You know what I mean? So I think there are better deals, and I think the competition is realistic. I don't mind having competition, but the problem that I've had with some other auction houses is because you don't have to put anything up front most of the time, or not everybody does. So you have people that don't have the money or aren't serious, and they're actually in there bidding on cars that they don't intend to pay for or don't have the money to pay for. So you lose out on that deal, and you might have to wait till next week and deal with more competition. I will say that. Another thing to be mindful of, and I really hope that Insurance Auto Auction fixes this. I'm sorry about the noise in the back, guys. I probably should have closed the garage door, but I'm multitasking. The app. If you use Insurance Auto Auctions on a computer of any type, the website is dope. It gives you more than enough information. I think it executes well. It's reliable. But when you get to mobile apps, so I use especially like bidding or watching stuff on the phone or on a tablet. At least for me, I'm a Samsung guy. I don't like Apple products, but I do have outside of their desktop. I don't do their tablets or their phones, and it's very unreliable. Most of the time, I'll actually just be honest and say that it doesn't work for Android. So I would love if there's a Apple user in there that could say, well, no, it works fine for us. Then maybe it's time for me to get a Apple phone or whatever. But he literally, guys, I'm like Samsung Watch, everything's Samsung on me. But as far as Android is concerned, the apps are all universally terrible. So I wouldn't recommend. I wouldn't tell you how many times I've missed out on good cars because I didn't get the notification that the auction was coming, or when I tried to use the app to get to the auction, it just wouldn't work. It would blank screen, drop the close out the app abruptly, all kinds of stuff. So I can't speak for Apple users, but for Android users, or at least in my experience, the app is crap. So if they fix that, cool. That would be awesome. But those are kind of sort of like the major things for me. The human error, as far as in the office, is the big thing. The miscategorizing the cars is another big thing, and then the faultiness of the app are the big three. This is just my experiences. Outside of that, I think insurance, in my opinion, Insurance Auto Auctions is dope. You know what I mean? I love it. I just feel the cars, the value that you get. $250 up front is nothing. You know what I mean? But I think it's a great tool to make sure that all the buyers are serious. You know what I mean? Oh, I will say, as far as registration too, getting my account cleared after I paid the fee, I was told it would take so much time, and it never happened. I had to call, and once I called, the gentleman I spoke to executed quickly and got my account opened up. That was very annoying too. But all in all, Dave, I definitely think Insurance Auto Auction is worth the $250 investment up front. You can bid on multiple. You can do pre-bids and stuff like that on multiple vehicles. You're not restricted to just one. It's a dope company. And these are just my experiences. Even though these experiences sucked, including misspelling my name on the title, that was pretty cool too. That was actually a huge one. I don't know how I forgot about that. I guess I was so happy that I finally got it fixed that I forgot about that. They actually, one of the clerks actually misspelled my name, which I know my name is Dewan. It's not a traditional American name. Everybody thinks I'm either really ghetto black or Dominican or something like that. But that was a cool mistake that Insurance Auto Auction made too. But outside of all that stuff aside, the value you get from that company is dope. You know what I mean? I've made plenty of videos of me being irritated about my experience with Copart and everything, and I still love Copart. You know what I mean? I have a problem that I've been trying to get fixed for 2 months, but outside of that, I love Copart too. But Insurance Auto Auctions, I have no problem with them. I will continue to use the company whenever I have had problems for the most part, it's usually solved rather, I would say, realistically quick. No company is perfect. You know what I mean? I definitely don't think they're cheaters and swindlers. You know what I mean? Even the guys out in the field that collect the cars and stuff like that, everybody is like super courteous. I will say that though. So everybody seems down to earth and friendly. I love insurance auto auctions, and I definitely think it would be worth the investment. So Dave, pay them. Go and get into the grind, man. Go make you some money.